Hey everyone! In this video you're going to read two poems. Afterward I want you to answer several questions based on what you read and with your own opinions, so pay attention to the words each poet uses. I'll place the full poems at the end of the video just so you don't have to keep clicking rewind. The first poem is a very famous one by Robert Frost. The man himself was born in 1874 and died in 1963. He married his high school sweetheart even after she refused, and was a teacher for the majority of his life and constantly encouraging the creativity in his students. He received honorary degrees from several universities and even recited one of his poems at Jonathan F. Kennedy's presidential inauguration. For his work, he won 4 Pulitzer Prizes and even had his face on a stamp. Unfortunately, it wasn't all peachy keen in Frost's life. Both of his parents died when he was young, as well as his sister after she was committed to a mental hospital. He suffered from bouts of depression, which passed on to his children. His wife died in 1938, and only 2 of his 6 children outlived him. This next poem is probably about a third shorter than Frost's The Road Not Taken. This one was written by Shel Silverstein, who was born in 1930 and died in 1999. He had never studied poetry and actually started writing in the first place because his friend forced him to. He had a hand in most art forms, and aside from poems, he'd written books, songs, and plays, and probably received awards in each category. He wrote A Boy Named Sue, which is a song Johnny Cash had won a Grammy for in 1970. And while most people know Silverstein because of his children's literature, adults have thoroughly enjoyed him as well. Throughout his life, he emphasized nonconformity and especially about being yourself. As for family, he had 2 children. His daughter died when she was 11, and his son continues to live, each having their father's books dedicated to them. Alright, now on to the questions. Try to answer these less with what a textbook might tell you and more on your own individual opinions. Pause the video between each question to give yourself time to answer. The full poems will appear after all the questions are read. Number 1. What is Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, about anyway? Number 2. Same question, but for Shel Silverstein's poem, Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda. Number 3. What are the similarities between the 2 poems? Number 4. What are the differences? Number 5. In Frost's poem, the speaker eventually chooses a path to take, so then why is the title of the poem The Road Not Taken? Number 6. For both of the poems, pick out the lines that best show the main point of each. Number 7. Some interpreters have brought up the idea that Frost was really just teasing one of his friends with this poem, about the doubt that his friend had on his choices. Does that make you think any differently about the poem? And number 8, which of the 2 poems do you like better? Give an explanation to your answer, of course. And that's it. In class, we're going to discuss everyone's answers and different point of views, so bring in your answers. In the comment box next to this video, I have links to where you can find the poems and print them out. Remember to save paper and put them both on one sheet. Like always, I check my email every night, so send me your questions.